Hi guys, I'm going to be giving you some video highlights of your course material. This is part of our Module 1 lecture, and it's really the overview of project management. I'm going to be going through the slides. I'm not going to be stopping on every single slide, but I want to hit the highlights so you know the things to really focus on as you're studying, as you're committing this information to memory and learning these skill sets as we progress through the course. So our project management overview, you will need to know what a project, the definition of a project is. It is the work performed by an organization one time to produce a unique outcome. So I'm really focusing in on that one time and that unique outcome, right? A project is usually embedded in a larger organization. For example, what I always tell my in-person class is I used to work as a project manager, program manager for the Wellness Center in Smith & Nephew. Smith & Nephew is a large medical device company that's actually a global company, but we have a large business here in Memphis. And I used to run the fitness center within Smith & Nephew. My program was really embedded as part of Smith & Nephew. So then you can go down even further, and the projects that I did centered around employee wellness. So we would run campaigns and events all tailored for that one time to produce a unique outcome. So again, this is very familiar to me. I absolutely love discussing projects and events because they are fun. You do get to see kind of the reward of all your hard work to produce that unique outcome. So I do want you to understand the difference between projects and organizations. Another thing that I want you can kind of see, obviously these are the bullet points for projects and operations, but I also want you to see where we're going to be focused with project management with this class. So throughout your time in your health sciences major, you have talked about a needs assessment, and if you haven't yet, you will eventually get to these courses. You have focused on program planning. That is a course that you will be taking. And then you will talk about implementation, which is the focus of your project management course. And you will also take a course on evaluation. So we really cycle through those discussions. There is absolutely overlap within your classes, and that is done intentionally so you can see how they all fit together. But the real focus here in project management is the implementation, the execution of the project, the execution of the event, and as well as the key skills that a project manager should possess in order to launch a successful project or a successful event. So I do want you to take away the focus there. Again, you can see the actual scientific definitions of the art and science of planning, organizing, implementing, leading, and controlling the work of a project to meet the goals and objectives of the organization. Again, it always goes back to the goals and objectives of the organization. What do they want to accomplish by this project? All right, so again, like I've mentioned, we are going to be going through this quickly. I want you to be able to, I have found that students do not always watch long videos, so that's why I'm making these short 5 to 10 minute videos. So you can see kind of the body of knowledge with project management, and that's what you can be reviewing here within your PowerPoints. If you don't understand one of those, we will get to it in coming lectures and coming PowerPoints. All right, so I do want you can kind of see those. We'll be breaking this down further. And you can see, of course, the value of project management. Many times organizations are able to accomplish more with less cost. It increases the level of stakeholder acceptance. And if we don't know who a stakeholder is, they are anyone who is going to be affected by the project, anyone who has buy-in to the project, anyone who has a vested interest in the project. And you're going to see the depth of a stakeholder and how many people a project usually affects. So that will be also in coming lectures. But I want the focus here, I want you to take away is it requires an array of skills. This is the thing that I really emphasize with my students in project management, is that project management project managers wear so many different hats. One minute they are providing a great deal of customer service. Next, they are in a decision-making meeting about a particular policy within the organization or within the company. Next, they are working on hiring someone or replacing someone or deciding what t-shirt design they need to include for the coming 5K or company event. So again, you're going to be swapping hats all the time if you are a successful project manager. And again, you are also, one of your big roles is always leading your population as well as executing the event in a professional and well-organized manner. All right, let's keep going. You can see some of the project challenges, and we'll be talking about that in coming weeks, because there are always challenges when lots of people work together. Communication obstacles, organizational obstacles, and cutting through the red tape and understanding the company culture is very important. And there are lots of challenges there. You can kind of see some of the trends in project management. I'm going to let y'all read through those. But here's what I really want to focus on as I wrap up this short video. What are the key skills that a project manager needs? What makes some project managers more successful than others? And I want you can kind of see these key roles, right? They're a planner, they're an organizer, they are a problem solver. All of these things are incredibly important. But what are the key skills? The key skills, they should have a foundation of project management knowledge, right? They should understand some of the actual do's and don'ts of project management. They should know the key skills. They should also have some business management skills. It's very important when you look at budgeting, making budgeting decisions, and we will get into that in coming weeks. Team development, performance management, knowing how to manage their population, right? And manage their employees. Procurement. I always ask this question in class, what is procurement? And many students are not familiar with this term. It's really the acquisition of materials, right? So we had at Smith & Nephew, when I worked there, we had an entire department devoted to procurement. The director of procurement, they were the director was the one who oversaw the installation of equipment and desks and any type of actual item that needed to be acquired for the rest of the employees to do their job. So different chairs, right? Different workstations, the arranging of the actual building, they worked in close contact with the facilities department, again, to procure items and then, of course, to set up workstations. You will also see technical knowledge, experience, and education in the subject matter. And that is very specific, obviously, to the job, right? So many times you hear the word project manager in association with a construction company, right? A project manager in a construction company should have that knowledge and expertise with a background in construction. Very, very important. So you can see these skills, in addition to communication skills, very important, written communication skills, verbal, social media, active listening to your population, presentation, speaking skills, as well as leadership skills. And we are going to focus on all 5 of these skills. The people skills, being adaptive, being flexible, very important, as well as big picture thinking. What is the end result? What is the actual goal? What are the objectives that are going to get us to reach that goal? Incredibly, incredibly important when you're looking at leadership. So again, one of the big takeaways is a project manager should excel in 2 out of 5 of these key skills, and they should be competent in others. One of the best things that a project manager can do is, if they are excellent in communication and technical skills as well as leadership skills, then they are arranging themselves maybe with someone who is excellent in budget, right? They are excellent in the business side of things, right? So they might make sure that their team members, someone is very equipped with Excel, right? Very equipped in accounting. Again, they're aligning their team that pushes the agenda forward, that pushes the goal of their project forward. So very important. This is what a successful project manager looks like, and I want you to make sure that you know those key skills. You can also see that they have that proper mindset, the healthy paranoia. They take ownership. They're being accountable, and they also have self-awareness. This is another really proper mindset in terms of a project manager, that they are very self-aware. They know where their weaknesses lie. So I want you to, those are kind of your big highlights. You can read through the common mistakes of several project managers, but those are the highlights that I want you to take away from this first PowerPoint in your modules. Have a great day. Thanks.